There's a lot of things that we pay for, but we don't use. Like what? Like insurance. We need to fight and fight some more. Let's talk about it. My client right here was exhausted. She was done. She didn't want to fight anymore, right? Through the insurance process. So I will always try to file a claim with someone that has something legitimate, right? I'm not gonna go up on your roof and do some sketchy stuff. We're gonna see if you have legitimate damage. Wind, storm, it could be hail, or a tree fell on your house, right? And we're gonna file a claim on your behalf with you, and then through that process, have the roof replaced, or the siding, or the windows, or anything else that was damaged to your house, right? In this house, she had a legitimate claim, right? So I walked up there and she had shingles missing. She had shingles that were creased, and even shingles that were flapped over, right? So she had it all over the place. She had leaks coming in as well. So the insurance company, about 6 months ago, we went through the whole process. They came out, they inspected everything, and they said, you know something? We're just gonna give you like $700. Your deductible's $1,000, you'll take care of the rest. So we supplemented and we continued to fight and fight and fight, and told them, hey, listen, there's a legitimate claim. There was wind damage over more than 50 miles an hour. After the 6 months, she goes, Junior, I'm just so tired. I just want to get my roof because I have so many leaks. I don't care about the insurance no more. I just want a brand new roof. So right now we decided, you know something, let's give her what she wants. We gave her a price, and now we're installing the roof and a new skylight. I feel bad, guys. Why? Because she had a legitimate claim. There's homes that don't have a legitimate claim and they get paid. This home should have got paid. What is the purpose for your insurance? The purpose for your insurance is if something ever happens, an act of God, read your policy, guys, an act of God, the insurance will take care of it and will not raise up your rates and will not cancel you. It's an act of God, right? So since we had an act of God situation here, they should have responded. But the job for the insurance company, guys, is to say no, no, and no again. There's a couple situations which we always see when we're speaking to homeowners, right? The homeowner says, you know something, I don't want to use my insurance, and they want to protect their insurance. So he says, no, I want to do it. Let's just get a price to do the roof. And then number two would be, okay, let's go through the insurance, but is it strictly free? Is it fully free for the whole roof? No, you still have to pay your deductible. Like when you go to a doctor, you still pay your deductible, and then the insurance company will pay the rest of your doctor visit or hospital visit, right? Same thing with homeowners insurance. In my experience, of all the insurances that we've dealt with, right, Allstate is the worst insurance, homeowners insurance, that we had to deal with. Guys, that is in my experience. I don't know how other contractors say, oh, no, Allstate was great to me. But I'm part of a group of contractors that does insurance work as well. And always, everyone says in the consensus around the tri-state area, Allstate is no bueno, right? So if you have homeowners insurance like I do, I had State Farm, God bless State Farm, and I changed it to a different company that covered me for what I really have, right? I have a pool table, I redid my kitchen, I redid all my bedrooms, I did all the floors, brand new HVAC, the roof is brand new. I explained my insurance company what I really wanted to be covered for. You know, then you also have a sub pump, if you want flood insurance. Now that I understand insurance, I went through the whole policy. I didn't just go, oh, I'm gonna bundle everything together. I'm gonna save $300 a year. In reality, you're not covered. So do your due diligence, go through your insurance policy, read what you're covered. You may have mold exemption. You may not be covered for mold. You may not be covered for hurricane. You may have to pay 2% of the overall of what your house is worth. So let's say your house is worth $500,000. 500,000 times 2% is $10,000 deductible. And now the first $10,000 has to come out of your pocket. So do your homework, guys. My experience has been that Allstate has been one of the worst companies to deal with. But if you have an RCV, right? Replacement cost value policy, I've never had a problem with them because they generally will pay for any damages that happen to your home. So they'll pay for what the replacement cost value is. So if it costs $20,000, they'll pay the $20,000 minus the $1,000 deductible that you have, and they'll send you a check for $19,000. If you had any experience with your insurance company or you have any questions, leave the comments and I'll answer them and I'll tell you what you should do. One of the best insurance companies out there, I'll say here in the tri-state area, is Chubb's. Are you gonna pay for that type of insurance? It's very expensive. So I'll give you an example. Client has insurance with State Farm, $1,200. They upgraded to Farmers. Farmers was $2,400. And then they got a quote for Chubb's. Chubb's was $5,000. $1,200, $2,400, and $5,000. But when Chubb's, if you have a claim, Chubb's comes out to your property and basically says, we're gonna take care of everything. And they write out the check and they pay. But you're paying up front for everything that's happening, right? Because you're paying a high quality premium on that insurance. So remember, the rule always stands. You get what you pay for. If you're getting some cheap sneakers, it's gonna be low quality. If you're getting some high-end sneakers, like Walter buys, you get what you pay for, right? So Chubb's is definitely a good, there's New Jersey manufacturer, and I can go on and on and on. By the way, they don't pay me to say, some companies have good communications systems and they communicate and they pay out quicker, and it helps my client and it helps us so we can do all the repairs needed for the homeowner, right? So if you have any comments or any questions, leave all the comments below. I want to shout out to the country of Ecuador, los Ecuatorianos that follow me from Ecuador. They're watching this video from Ecuador. We're seeing how many people are viewing. There's a lot of Ecuadorians that are viewing from Ecuador. It's not the guys from Jersey or Connecticut only, but the guys in Ecuador. So saludo aquí de New Jersey. Keep watching.